It is Natasha Lynn. I am here today at A&K Beauty Supply, and today we are going to talk about color. Yes, it's going to be 2019 in approximately 2 days, and I want you guys to actually just incorporate color into this year. So I know sometimes we get locked on our colors that we normally use, and that's fine, that's okay, but you know, sometimes it's just good to step outside the box. Instagram Live, are we live? Hey, Instagram Live. Today we are talking about hair color. Come over here so we're not so separated. So yeah, we're talking about hair color and what hair color can do for you. So as you can see, my hair is blonde. I really like blonde, and what I like to do with my blondes is sometimes I'll switch them up. Sometimes I might do a bright white blonde or a platinum, and then sometimes I'll do like a golden blonde. And I change my hair color all the time just because, you know, I'm in a different mood. I want to try something different. It's good to experiment with hair color. So if you're not for sure how to do that, a good thing to do is to find a good stylist, preferably somebody who specializes in color, as myself, and just ask your stylist, what color do you think would look good on me? What I do with my clients, I tell them, you know, let's start off with some highlights, maybe a couple of highlights towards the front, maybe just a half a head of highlights. We might just do the top, or we might just do a strip of color. But that's something that you can try just to see if the color is going to set with you, and just to see if you like it. So I'm going to show you some of the colors that I like and some of the colors that Miss Kim here has at A&K Beauty Supply. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type those questions in. If I don't get to them now, I will get to them by sometime today. So again, like I said, we're talking about hair color, and some of the color that we are using is Cream of Nature. So I'm going to show you a couple of box colors that you guys can use on your own at home. But if you guys do want to know more about using color with a chemical, you know, go ahead and type, you know, put me a question in there so we can talk more about that, because I don't want you guys to make any mistakes, you know, doing stuff on your own. So first we're just going to start off with, this is Cream of Nature, and this is your black. So this is intense black. So this would be a little bit more richer than your natural color black, and it has an exotic shine to it. So this is good. What does black do for your face? Black actually, it intensifies shadows. So okay, if you have a fuller face, or if you have let's say wider set eyes, something like that, then black will actually accentuate shadows. So even when you're putting on makeup, a lot of people do contouring. Black hair color is like a natural contour. So as you can see, this lady on the box, the dark is kind of just contouring her face. It'll pick up like the darker features. And so like I said, if you have like a fuller face, it'll kind of like contour in. A lot of times when people have bobs and stuff, they like to do black because it'll kind of frame the face, kind of cover up any roles that you don't want to be shown. So that's what black does. I love black hair color, but black in repetition can be it can be boring sometimes when people overdo it. So nothing wrong with black, just don't overdo it. Okay, if you've had black hair color for the past 30 years, try something new. Try a little bit of highlight, try a little bit of color. There's nothing wrong with trying a little bit of color. So I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so this is brown, and this is actually light golden brown. So as you can see, light golden brown. If you've had dark colored hair, black hair, you know, and you are afraid of color, try something like the light golden brown. This is something, it's not too, you're not jumping too far ahead. You're not going to blondes or reds or anything, but it's just something that you might want to try for a couple of highlights, or, you know, a little bit of color you want to add to your hair. So this is nice and pretty. Usually browns are in season, maybe fall or spring. You know, they say autumn, like a autumn brown. That's when browns are usually in. I'm the type of person, I do color whenever I feel like it, so I don't go by the seasonal rules. So, you know, you could be like me. But very pretty, very subtle. I notice a lot of people that are in business, or people who want a we'll say professional look, they might try something like this. Okay. And again, I told you, you know, if you want to do this yourself, I would choose Cream of Nature. If you want to come to a professional, I can give you the same color. It would be, you know, different products, but these are your do-it-yourself products that I would choose to go to. Okay. So next, I'm going to show you the blonde, and this is called Honey Blonde in Cream of Nature. All right. So this is kind of jazzy to me. I don't know if y'all use that word, but this is like, this gives me life right here. Blonde. And again, like I said, you can try this with hair color. I mean, you could try this with highlights. And if you're not for sure if you want to, you know, put this all over your hair yet. So this is your honey blonde. Now, depending on the level of your hair, if your hair is dark, you know, similar to the way my natural hair color is, you might not get this shade. It might be a little bit darker. It just depends. If you're trying to go like bright blonde, you know, something like this, you might have to pre-lift your hair first. But just wanted to show you the blondes and show you the different colors. That's what we're doing today. Okay. All right, this one is really nice. I love this red right here. This is Vivid Red. This is Cream of Nature. It's so vibrant. Again, this would be like your spring or fall color. But like I said, if you don't go by the seasonal rules, I just might try this color next because I just love it. Look how like vivid and vibrant it is. It's just like, whew, giving me life. Yes. So this is your Vivid Red. And with this, if you want more of a dimension, if you wanted it to be a little bit more brighter, you might want to go ahead and pre-lift your hair. Or, you know, again, if you're not comfortable with doing that, go see a professional, let her pre-lift it. But you'll still, even if your natural color is dark like mine, you'll still get one of these shades of this you'll still get a red, but it might not be this vibrant. Yeah, I like this red too, Tasha. I love this red right here. Okay, and then this last color I'm going to show you is a little bit more vibrant. So this one is called Intensive Red. Okay, that was Vivid Red. This is Intense Red. And so this is hot. I would say hot tamale red. I love this red. That's hot. That's really hot. So yeah. Now this is for somebody who's not afraid of color. This is somebody who wants that big change. She ready for 2019. She's like, yes, I'm walking into 2019. This is me. I'm red and I'm not scared. So this is this is her, and I love this red. Okay, so like I was telling you earlier, I was telling you about the different colors can add like different dimensions, different hues to your face. It can contour, it can highlight, you know, just doing different things like this can give you a whole different look. I'm just going to use this red for instance. This lady has hazel eyes. Now I didn't notice it before, but when I just, you know, just looked at her a little bit more, that red and green, well, hazel eyes, and hazel's like a greenish brown eye. but that red just brings out her eye color, and it just looks so vibrant, and it makes her whole face just come alive. On this blonde, it just highlights her whole face. It can make your skin tone almost change colors. I notice sometimes when I'm wearing like darker colors or reds or browns or blacks, you know, my shade is kind of, you know, it's kind of calm, but when I wear my blondes, it kind of pow, it kind of like, it gives me it highlights this area right here, and then it highlights this up under here. So it just gives you a whole different look. It can change your whole attitude. Just changing your hair color, I promise you, can change your whole attitude. So if you guys have any questions, you see any questions on Instagram?
Can I get the blonde like yours?
Who said that? Julie? Judith? Okay. So Judith said, can she get a blonde like mine? Yes, you can. So what I would need you to do, Judith, is to look at your hair color, to kind of just determine where you're at right now, what shade you are. Like if your hair is really dark, anywhere from black to off black to brown, we would probably go ahead and have to pre-lift your hair with bleach or some kind of lifter, and then apply the blonde to get this blonde color. So yes, it is possible, but the blondes, I would definitely say, if you're gonna go blonde, consult with a professional first, just to make sure you're getting the blonde that you want. Because a lot of times, you know, you want to go blonde yourself, it might not turn out quite right. If you have a lighter hair color, you'll be okay, maybe, but consult with the hairstylist first. So let me see, I've seen a question back here. Oh, okay. Hey Tamara, she says, light me up, sis. Okay, so I'll just use Tamara for example. We did Tamara's hair. She actually, we both had blonde hair, and her roots were coming back in just like mine, and she was actually undecided on if she wanted to just keep her black roots, and then we just, you know, darken her roots and leave the blondes on the end, you know, like mine, or did she want to try something different. So I kind of talked her in, kind of persuaded her into trying something different. And so what I did was, we did a medium brown. It was like a mocha reddish brown, and we did her roots the reddish brown, and then we left her ends with the blonde, and it's a beautiful combination. Even when her roots grow back in, it will look like more of a ombre effect. It won't look like pow, you know, this is just, you know, coming in, but it's a beautiful effect. And I just thank her for allowing me to be creative and letting that color come through. But this is something, I know color can be scary for people, you know, especially if you haven't tried it before. Color can be a scary thing, and I think it's more scary if you're doing it on your own as opposed to getting professional advice. And the good thing about going to a professional, or just asking questions, or, you know, seeking a professional, is that, yeah, thank you, Tamara, but seeking a professional is that, you know, if we put you in a color and you're not comfortable with, we can change it back. It's just like that simple. Like if you say, you know, I want to be blonde. Okay, let's go blonde. Let's try it. And then you're blonde and you're like, I'm not comfortable with this. Then we can change it back. It's really, really that simple. So just want you guys to know and understand that. So I would just, you know, my suggestion for you is to try a little color. Try a little color. I've seen so many people just change their whole attitude when they come in, and then I put a couple of highlights, and then you see them leave and they're like, yes, this is what I needed. Just something so small, so simple can just, you know, give your whole what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you can change your whole mood. Thank you, Bria. Change your whole mood. So yes. Any more questions about color? You got any questions? Any more questions about color? Yes, Tamara says she is ready for 2019. I am too. I think I might try this red color. I think I might try this vivid red. I really. What y'all think? What y'all think? This color would look good on me? I don't know. I don't know. I've had red before, so it won't be like it's a drastic change for me. But yes. So if you guys have any questions now or later, just go ahead and type them in. I would love to give you the information that I have on hair color. Again, so for the people, if you did come in late, if there's any color that I'm going to recommend that a do-it-yourself hair color, I would say Cream of Nature, because they do have it has like conditioning agents inside of it. They use argan oil and Moroccan oil, and it has a fade resistant formula, rich vibrant color tones, double conditioning treatments infused with argan oil. So if you're going to use any color over the counter, go with Cream of Nature. This is the one that I know that it does a pretty good job. Right here on the side of the box, it'll tell you what your natural color. If your natural color is black and you want to go blonde, it's going to tell you how light you're going to get right here. So this is just a good good little gauge, a little guide to kind of show you where your color will go. So if you're black and you want to go blonde, you're probably only going to get to here. If you're brown, you want to go blonde, you're going to go get a little lighter. Can you see that? Okay. And then if you are like a light brown, you can get brighter, and that's pretty much almost my shade. Kind of like a golden. So, you see that? Okay. So yeah, you can use that gauge. And let me just zero in on the color right here. But I just want to say, you know, I see so many people, they'll stick with the same colors that they've had, and I'm like, you know, let's try something different. You don't have to, like, I'm not telling you to do something like blue or purple, or, you know, those colors are great. I've had blue, purple, pink, orange. I've had every color that you can probably think of. The only color I haven't had was green. Not a big fan of green, but I love teal, so I've had teal too. But I'm not telling you to do something, you know, crazy. I'm just saying that if you want to try something, go ahead and try it. To, you know, my motto, being a hairstylist, being a professional, is just hair. You know, we sometimes we take we take our hair too serious, you know. And so, you know, if you really want purple hair, put some purple highlights in there. If you really want, you know, just put a streak in there. You might want to do a peekaboo highlight. A peekaboo highlight is for somebody, just say you're professional, but you don't want all of that vibrant to show. So one thing that you could do is do a peekaboo highlight, and what I'll do is I'll take a little piece of hair right around here, highlight it, put whatever color I want to do in there. And so when I'm feeling like, you know, I want to be vibrant, I want to be a little exotic, and I just throw that little piece of hair forward, like, yeah, I got a little highlight right here. It's a little peekaboo highlight. So that's something that you could try. But yeah, you know, let's go into 2019 with a different mindset, a different feel on how color should be for us. You know, color can be your best friend. And I'm just kind of gauging up at these wigs up here and looking at the many different colors, if you can see the many different colors. So you guys can see that. Any more questions? Alrighty. Nobody's talkative today. So, but I really do appreciate you guys coming through and just wanting to get, you know, my input on what color can do for you, how it can enhance. You know, I just, you know, really appreciate you guys coming through for that. One thing I do want to leave you guys with is that just know when to color your hair. If you are relaxed, you know, do not color and relax your hair in the same day. I know, you know, most of you guys probably know that, but I just recently had somebody come in and she had just given herself a relaxer and she was like, I want to go blonde. And I was like, no. So I didn't want her hair to fall out in the sink. But just know to wait when you are relaxed. So what I say for if you're going to do relaxer and a color is to first do your relaxer. First do your relaxer. You just think of your relaxer as the base, the foundation. First do that, then wait at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. Then you can apply your color. Now, when you're doing that, if you're going to apply bleach, make sure that you're going to let a professional do that, because she needs to see if your hair is strong enough to take the bleach, and she, you know, you do not want hair falling out in the sink. So, vice versa, if you have put color in your hair and you need to wait for a relaxer, you need to wait at least 4 to 6 weeks. Yes, because it's a whole different chemical. So if you have a relaxer, you can wait 2. If you have color and you put color in there first, you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks before you put another relaxer in there. And I mean it. Yes, Tasha, yes. You will have the Tina Turner. Your hair will be in the sink. I've seen it too many times. People told me their hair was strong, and I was like, yeah, I believe your hair is strong. Okay. And then they came back and they were like, yeah, my hair fell out. So just want to let you guys know that no relaxer, no color and then put a relaxer on right after that. No, you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks. So that's my take on that. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Tasha. If they have questions, then they will ask. Any questions for Instagram? No questions? Great. You got any questions, Miss Kim?
Any questions? No.
What's the question?
How often can you color
How often can you color
your natural hair?
your natural hair? Great question. Okay, so if you're gonna color your natural hair, if you're gonna color your hair all over, you wanna first do that, and then in between then about 4 to 6 weeks, you can do your new growth. If you're trying to change the whole color of your hair again, I would wait another 4 to 6 weeks. If that's the question you were asking. Did I answer your question? Let me know if I answered that correctly. But in the meantime, I'm going to have Miss Kim come over here just for a second. I want to show you her vibrant locks. They're so beautiful. And she has a pretty color. That's like a pretty color red. Can y'all see that? Look how pretty that is. And look how this red adds dimensions to her hair. Because now you can see that she got layers in here. You know, if she had her hair just all one color, you really couldn't tell where her hair started and where it stopped. But now she has dimension. And then look at her face. But she don't even need makeup because her hair color is just banging. So, can you see that over here? Come over here.
That's my fall color.
Yes. This is her fall color. And it's just so vibrant and pretty. So I love it. It's like an accessory without accessorizing, okay? Any more questions? You got any more questions?
Someone said be blonde and I get it cut it short.
I can't hear you. Go ahead, read it out loud. You gotta read it out loud.
Get it cut out short at the barber and it's blonde.
Her hair is short and she gets it cut at the barber. Okay, short and blonde. That's cool. You know, one thing I like about short hair is that, like, you know, okay, my hair being blonde, I don't know if I want big, long, blonde hair, because, you know, with bleach, you know, it's a big process. So you kind of, you know, lifting it and, you know, toning it and that kind of thing. So I like blonde short hair, and I love color. So that was one reason why I took a step back from the relaxer, because I love color so much. So yeah, you go to the barber and you get your hair colored blonde. That's awesome. That's totally awesome. Yes. So and so, you know, if I don't know if the barber is coloring your hair, but if you're gonna do it yourself, Cream of Nature is the way to go. Nice and conditioning color. So I think that is all that I have for you guys today. If you have any more questions, go ahead and put them in the box and I will address them later. But I am here at A&K Beauty Supply with Miss Kim, the owner of this store, and it's the end of the year. You got any discounts? What's going on, Miss Kim? What we got going on in here?
A year-end clearance. Everything's discounted.
It's a year-end clearance here at A&K Beauty Supply, 400 Carlton Road, Palmetto, Georgia. So she's saying that, you know, come in, see what she has. She's trying to, you know, get rid of stuff so she can get brand new stuff for 2019. So yeah, we're located the only black beauty supply store in Palmetto, Georgia. So come out, see what she got. You know, she got a lot of great products. And again, like I told you guys, she's very, very knowledgeable with her product knowledge. So come out and see what she has, and look forward to seeing us next week. We're going to see you next year, 2019. We're going to see you guys next year. We're going to have more topics. Let us know if you guys, if we have some topics that you guys want to talk about or have questions about. I love to share the information with you guys. So that is it for today. I will see you guys next week, next year, 2019.